Is the Mavic 3 worth $3,000? Yeah. $3,000? There's a lot of other drones you could buy besides the Mavic 3. Hey guys, John here. We're going to talk about the Mavic 3 Pro. I did not buy this drone immediately after it came out. I believed what I had, being the Air 2, the Air 2S, got the job done for what I needed. And the Mavic 3, the reason I bought it is because I fly drones almost every day, and crashes do happen, and eventually you're gonna have to send your drone back, or you're gonna repair it yourself and you need something in the meantime. I had actually purchased the Mavic 3 right here from Best Buy for same-day pickup, but one really interesting thing that I would definitely recommend doing if you're looking at getting the Mavic 3 is actually getting a Mavic 3 from the official DJI eBay store. This is a refurbished Mavic 3, which took the price range from, if you just got one battery, for like $2,100 to $1,400 for a refurbished one, which eventually you're gonna crash no matter what. I believe the reason why the Mavic 3 is the absolute best drone really comes down to battery life. It's something that just never dies. I can utilize this drone for the entire day, sometimes on just one battery, especially if it's just a photo job. If you're getting video, sometimes it's gonna eat up more of your battery, but having the Pro combo, having the 3 batteries on there, makes a huge difference in being confident that you're not gonna have to charge it in your car, or you're gonna run out of batteries. Second favorite things about having the Mavic 3 is the secondary camera on there that just gives me that point of view that you can't see. Just like the first time you ever flew a drone, it just blew your mind because you're seeing something from a perspective that you've never seen. Having that 160mm equivalent secondary zoom on there, you get to see maybe a house, a building, a lake with a really tight field of view. It's not just like digitally cropped in, it's optically zoomed in, and you can't replicate that. I haven't. Okay, the Hasselblad natural color science. I personally thought that was the hugest gimmick that they could have with this drone, because you're just slapping a name on there and you're kind of creating some buzz because it's DJI, it's Hasselblad, it's a mix of two, Hasselblad, whatever you call it. And what I see in photos is honestly the natural color science they have on there makes the sky more beautiful than it is. Not too saturated or anything, but more beautiful than it is. And then the greens are perfect, like your trees. I've noticed that you could honestly shoot just JPEG and be game over and deliver an image with this drone. It literally looks like what you would have had if you sent it to a professional editor, or if you edited it yourself, just shooting in JPEG. The RAWs you could have a little bit more flexibility with. I have never seen anything like chromatic aberration or just, you know, weird colors on there, but legitimately it looks so clean that I love it. It is probably one of the biggest reasons why the Mavic 3 Pro is the drone to handle aerial images, interior images, and video. That color science is gonna save you time if you don't want to touch it at all, which you don't have to. I've messed around a little bit a few times with using D-Log, and I think I did HLG once, and it's nice to have that flexibility. But again, this is something I say in videos: is your customer gonna know? Is your customer paying for that? Or are you just getting too into the technical nerdy stuff and devaluing your time? Or did you sell it up front that you're gonna match colors? That's, you know, up for debate and however you want to do it, but that's an incredible feature of this drone. Literally, you will eventually wreck this drone, or any drone, if you're pushing the limits and flying like you should, but honestly, this drone has got collision avoidance in like every single direction. This drone literally is so incredible on just avoiding things, especially for a novice flyer or someone learning to fly. It is going to just save you time, money. I mean, imagine like on the original, or like on the older Phantom 3s where they just had like landing sensors on there. This has got them bottom, front, top. Does it have sides? Doesn't have sides. But it seriously is a great job of avoiding things. Thing I think that's really important about the Mavic 3s is the carrying case. It is a purse at the end of the day, but just like having backups, your Mini 3 will fit perfectly in there if you got a Mini 3 or another drone. So I think that this case, as pretty as it is a super valuable resource because you can actually store a lot more than your older Mavic Air 2 cases, which are right there. I store my FPV in that one, but you can just be ready. You got your batteries, you could have your notepad, you could have your phone, you could have extra gear, whatever it is, and it just has more room and it's easy to carry on your backpack and it's not so much like a satchel. So I think the Mavic 3 is the best drone, hands down, on the market today. Let me know what you think about the Mavic 3. Is it overpriced? Do you already have one? Do you hate it? Is Autel better? Or is it something that you don't need? On this channel, I talk about gear. I've got a ton of gear right here that I'm just going to continue reviewing till I've reviewed it all. If this video helped you in figuring out if you like the Mavic or if you don't like the Mavic, give me a huge thumbs up, subscribe to this channel. Till next time, peace.